Yeah, I just wanted to get your take on the situation with all the criminal, illegal immigrants that have already come across and that have taken over, you know, like the Venezuelans that have gone into Colorado and that are taking over the blocks, all the flats. What do you reckon Trump will do to that situation? Can he, like, go in with military, just arrest them all and send them all back?
Politically, he wouldn't get away with that, I don't think, because you have to make it look nicer than just going like that, I think.
How can you make that look nicer?
Go after the criminals first.
But they are the criminals, aren't they?
They are criminals, but some are more criminal than others, right? So by criminals first, I mean if they have a DUI. A lot of illegals get DUIs. Some of them even kill Americans.
So the ones in them blocks of flats that they've come in with guns.
Oh yeah.
They could just be taken straight by the. Like, what do you think? The military? It would get the military into those operations?
There's ICE, there's local police, if we can get local police cooperation, because some of the locals in the states would love to help, but the feds who are for the illegals prevent the states from enforcing it because they say, this is a federal issue, you have no jurisdiction over these illegals. And so there's the feds.
Right.
Yeah, the feds under evil people like the Democrats stop the states and the local police from doing what they would love to do. Now, there are some local police and local cities and states that are like sanctuaries for illegals. They won't cooperate with the federal ICE or any of them. So that's a problem a little bit because they will like.
Could they just go past them? Because I know Colorado, them they're like you call them Democrat states.
Yep.
So do they still have to listen to Trump, even though they're Democrat states? If Trump says something, they have to jump.
Not necessarily. If they can defy Trump because there are such a thing as states' rights, and we want states' rights to exist. We want if the people are that degenerate that they vote in evil people in their state who support illegals staying, then that should be known, and Trump will kind of expose those people as being pro-illegal and anti-citizen. So they don't necessarily have to comply with the feds.
Right. So he'll leave it as you've made your bed, now lay in it, type of thing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
And it's just like under the China virus. There were all these shutdowns by the local municipalities, the cities, the states. The states did a lot of shutdowns that the federal government did not do. And Trump couldn't stop he didn't try to stop them he didn't say, oh, you have to be free. No, he said, if you want to be slaves to the evil government, I encourage you to open up, but I can't stop you.
Right.
Same thing with Black Lives Matter. The riots and stuff.
Opposite. Sorry, go ahead, mate.
Well, Black Lives Matter was rioting around the country, especially in the liberal areas. The liberal areas were many places destroyed, and Trump either could not do anything about it or decided against doing it because it was questionable. He could have declared a national emergency because they were rioting around the country, destroying cities. But some of these cities were like, oh, we can handle it in states because they support Black Lives Matter and Antifa.
Right.
Against the peaceful citizens.
That sounds like the complete opposite to a dictator. So why do everyone call him a dictator?
Because they're... Sorry, kids, don't say stupid. I was about to say because they're stupid. They are liars because they're liars. We'll put it that way. They're liars and they're blind, which is true.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So how many do you think he'll be able to get rid of?
Oh, out of the illegals? I would guess a few million, maybe even several million.
So How would you go about that, though? Do you have to contact the country that they're... So if they're Venezuelan, would you have to send a boat over to Venezuela full of them, or what?
Maybe. It's kind of crazy. It is quite a messy job. That's why you don't want to let them in the first place. And you want to be more...
They treat like rats as well, so...
You want to have more authority than Kamala saying, don't come. Don't come. Remember she said, don't come? Yeah, that's really going to stop him, Kamala. You have to like stop them from coming and make it so that they're not welcome and make it so that it's not cushy and comfortable for them to be here. And then, as Romney said way back in 2012, many of them will self-deport. They'll go back because they're not getting easy times here in America anymore. And it'll be good and better for them anyway, because they'll be doing things the right way and following the law as they should, like reasonable, sensible, responsible men and gals. Yeah,
I noticed that in the UK with the Polish. We had lots of Polish people at first.
Yeah.
And they they come for the money because the English pound is high in Europe.
Uh-huh.
It carries a lot of weight. So they would come here, they would work, but they don't like the country. They'd prefer to be in Poland.
Yeah.
So they're getting the money and then they're going back to Poland. And Poland is really well kept. I don't know if you've seen the Prime Minister there, but he's a proper alpha Trump type of bloke.
Yeah, I know a little. I've seen him a little bit. Trump, I think, loves him too.
Yeah, he spoke really well at that economic forum, like a true alpha. Is great to listen to. And now all the Polish want to go back to Poland as well, because they know the mess that is in England now with all of the foreign, the Muslims and whatnot, and they don't want to be a part of that. So a lot of them have gone home.
Nice. That's cool. Yeah. That's good to hear.
So, yeah, it's good for Poland, not for England. It's good for Poland. It is.
Yeah. I'm wondering if I'm looking at the wrong guy. I think I'm thinking of the wrong guy. Poland.
It's got short brown hair. It's got a square head.
Andrzej Sebastian Duda? No, I don't think it is.
I don't know. I'm not sure. He's a Polish name. He speaks in the economic forum, and he's done interviews before where he's said about not taking zero illegal immigrants, and I know someone got killed on the border of Poland. One of their guards got speared.
Wow!
And they was using rubber bullets, but he gave the order now to use live ammunition. So proper. Yeah, I wish we had him in England.
Nice. Yeah. A sensible and strong man. I must not really be familiar with this guy. He doesn't look that familiar, but Wikipedia says he's like largely have so-called right-wing ideologies. So good for him. Good for them. Yeah. I guess I was confusing him with Viktor Orban of Hungary. Hungary is another decent man, a solid guy. Yeah, well, I think
that whole section of like in Slovenia and that section of Europe is predominantly still like just national countries. Very low crime. Yeah, just a nice, safe, clean place to be.
Right on. Good for them. They're aren't they former communists or no?
I think they are.
Former like Russia, and a lot of those countries have been kind of. I heard the word anesthetized from falling for the liberal communism that we have today, in like America, in the UK and Canada and elsewhere.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I'd like to know more about Russia, because Russia, I get told that Russia's, it's a bad place to be, like communist and whatnot. But everyone I sort of seem to come across that's Russian and that seem to really like Putin and the way he runs things.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to speak to the Russian, some Russian people to really see what it's like.
I agree, because I feel like we don't get the whole truth.
No, because he runs a tight ship, So I'd like to know. Yeah, he sounds like a decent Christian man. You know, like, it's
sometimes.
interesting to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, James. I'll let you crack on with your callers, mate. It's good to speak to you.
Yeah, you as well, man. Great call. Appreciate it.
Lovely. And I'll send you a super chat for tomorrow on Jesse.
Oh, that sounds good, Danny. Thanks, man. Appreciate the support.
Brilliant, mate.
All right. Take care.
Enjoy the celebrations.
Nice. Take care.